Trying to be great, baby. Trying to be great.
Out of the box and the box into the world and the vision we've lost. I'm in the past. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system that does. To see me still, I don't see still. Stop going to the better than it had to be. Leave the body and the soul be a body. I'm doing it to me.
Number 2, Kaylin Dunn on the
Trying to get y'all outside. Trying to get y'all outside. Block it!
They coming. They coming. They don't want to listen.
Listen, they ain't
Samuels with the keeper. Over 27. On the return, number 4, Aaron Anderson.
And the event is good. The LHSAA would like to thank FP for the...
Class 4A runner-up team trophy, which goes to Edna Karr High School.
As a team, let's go!
Your award for Carencro High School as selected by the working media. The Brett Classic. This award goes to number 7, Carencro High School.
All them people running like this morning.
LHSAA Championship Trophy.
Executing, and that really was the end of the ball game, not the lack of execution. Any questions?
Their running game tonight, what made it so tough to stop from your estimation?
I think we just on the field too long. Offense couldn't stay on the field. We couldn't capitalize. Quarterback missed a lot of reads out there, so we really put the defense in a bad situation.
Coach, I know you faced an offense, a Veer offense earlier in the season in John Curtis, but how was this Carencro Veer?
Very similar, but just like when we played John Curtis, we stopped it early on, but we scored offensively. So again, it's gonna go back to the offense. When it turns into those kind of games, offense have to keep the ball a little bit longer. Can't afford to go 3 and out, especially when the defense is getting 10-play drives and stopping them. So that's really what it came down to.
Coach, we're so used to talking to you after these games about wins. I know it's fresh in your mind, but
they didn't do nothing.
Being able to lose again after so many times you're raising that trophy in the dome.
Before we won 4 straight, we lost 2 straight before we overthrown, out of bounds. You got to take these games, shot plays that we lost to try to take the win. Overshooting, the wide out by 5, 10 yards. It's still blessed to be. Aaron circumstances that I'm proud of the ones that played hard as they could play. Especially defense for the first half, they played excellent. I think in the second half,
Chris just kind of mentioning Aaron, but the big first half that you had three touchdowns. What I guess Tori, how much what does that running game just kind of wear on you? I mean, like somebody mentioned, y'all faced it before with Curtis, but how much did it just kind of wear on you guys tonight, especially in that second half?
Our connection had to be on point. I said in the game, but I told him you can't see the running game. Just everybody on the field on their job. So we have mental laps, plays, some people job got to be on it. So we hit us with trick plays, stop the running, hit us with trick plays. We just that conversation started to like mental. Mental state.
Next year, we have to learn from our mistakes this year. So next year, carry on. You gotta know what you gotta do. Now we see.
Just gotta, like he said, we just gotta learn from what we did this year. We gotta capitalize on it, build on it, and just like suit up and get ready for the next year. Feel sharp, we just gotta keep going.
We gotta do our 1 out of 11. And if we gotta do it 1 out of 11, we're gonna be the team.
Bryce, for AJ, he's a super young guy. I mean, just a sophomore. You got a couple more years with him. I mean, how much can this be kind of a learning experience on this stage and something that he could use moving forward?
He's played in big games before. Playing that card, it comes with the territory. They'll make or break them, that's for sure. Not a lot of quarterbacks in card history have been successful as a sophomore in this game. And we kind of talked about that as the offensive staff, because we throw the ball all over the field, putting it on his shoulders. But, the game seemed a little too big for him at times tonight. I mean, y'all saw the game. But, for what he did this season for a sophomore quarterback was pretty good. He has a lot to build on, and, you know, hopefully this isn't the last time he visits the state championship game. Maybe it can change into something that drives him and to get him back here, just like the previous quarterbacks did. You know, Alden, he came to this game and he lost the first time he was here. Speedy did as well. And Tonka did as well. So, you know, hopefully, you know, he could get back here and correct some of the mistakes that he had tonight. That's it.
Thanks, guys.
You're not too used to this.
You're not, no.
Hey guys, how y'all doing? Well, first of all, obviously I'm extremely proud of these kids, the coaching staff. Like everybody else, everybody went through different circumstances, starting in June, you know. But I remember looking at them in the eyes June 9th and told them that they actually, coach, we're going to play football this year. And, you know, I told them I'd never lied to them. So I was like, guys, I really don't know, but deep in my heart, I think we will. And all I want from you is when they tell us we can play, we're going to be ready. And that's what they did, from June 9th till December 29th. I love those guys. I love this coaching staff. One of the hardest things, I got some young guys that are dedicated to the profession, and I'm blessed to have them. And I'm blessed to have these players, plus that locker room full of kids in there.
Coach, 28 years since a state title. What does it mean? What's special about this team, and what does it mean to you as a coach?
That's a great question. I hope I can give you a good answer. Listen, it's about setting standards and working towards those standards, and refusing to cut short on those standards. And that's what these guys, the coaching staff does with these kids. They hold them accountable on a daily basis, 365. These kids believe in it, and they execute it. And it's, you know, it's special, obviously, because kind of like I like it when a plan comes together. What's that movie? Hell on, I know.
You said it last week, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was an old movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it wasn't a football movie.
Yeah.
But he told me about it last week.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a lot of teams that come in and face Carr, and I think they're kind of overwhelmed just by the team itself. I mean, it didn't seem like your team obviously felt that way at all.
You know, it goes back to week 1 when we drove to West Monroe, Louisiana, and played them week 1. You know, it was a 3-hour trip on a bus. We got out there, the guys got taped. We went on the field and we just played and we shut them out. And you know, and we knew we had something special coming back from last year. You know, because and I've said this previously, when we lost to Easton last year, that was in the quarters. We came back that following Monday after Thanksgiving, and I said, guys, the coaching staff together said, if we're standing in front of you next year at the same time, we failed. We didn't, you know, we got to take that next step. And that was part of our mantra this year, take the next step, protect the team. And so then, you know, then just through the season, I mean, when you look back on the guys, we scrimmage Rumble, and we had our way with Rumble, which was impressive. Then we had West Monroe. Then, you know, you beat West Monroe, and then you beat Neville in the same year. And we're like, Coach Mac Bauer says, Tony, you know, you beat those two guys, you hadn't won a state championship yet, you know. And it's true, you know. And so these guys, they're not going to back down. They knew we were going to show up. That's been like that all year, and actually the last 2 years. They show up, they want to ball out, and that's what they do.
Can y'all talk who you were facing, what the game situation was like?
So we came out here like facing 4-time state champion. You're not scared of nobody. We played West Monroe, we beat them. We beat everybody except STM. That's the main game we wanted to win, and that's the regular season game. And we lost that game, so it's like it's either this or we want a district championship or we want a state championship. So we put that STM game behind us, and we came out here. We worked, and we told ourselves that we lost to STM, but we definitely not going to lose the state championship. We got in and we wanted to win, so we won. And that's what we wanted to do.
So the whole week it's been a long week. When the season first started, Coach Gavin, us backs, we just got together and said like this could be a special year for like everybody. Me coming off my ACL, having those coaches, those guys on side of me through the whole process. So I mean, this year, our senior year, we just wanted to give the city of Carencro what they deserve, and that was a state championship. I mean, we don't fear nobody, like nobody. It don't matter. That Coach Gavin say spot the ball and just ready to roll. It don't matter. It could have been the number one team in the country. Spot the football. We gonna play. Like that's just our mindset. So we don't make it bigger than what it is. We just play ball and play our expectations.
Just like Popcorn said, when Coach got here in 2018, he told us our mindset had to be a champion. And ever since then, we've just been going up from there and being champions. And looking at the champions right now. And that's all it did. We're right to see.
You guys had a fun time come to your practice, and what did you guys learn from them?
So, man, it was just a great experience. All the greats, just talking to them there at our practices, like it was just a phenomenal feeling, just having those guys around because they've been through the same stuff as us. So they know they trust in us that we're gonna bring the state championship home. It was fun experience. This whole week, the whole last week, it was just fun. Those guys, they are amazing. They set the pathway for us. Like those guys came before us, like Coach Gavin said, we played for the Bears before us. So next to us and before us.
So the legends that came before us, they played what 92, 11, and 96, 11. Only one of them teams won. And the guys that came this week, they were both from both teams, and they came and they told us that some of them were on the right side of history, some was on the wrong side of history. And they said that feeling on the wrong side of history is not going to feel good. So you always want to put yourself on the right side of history and be the best that ever was to come out of here.
When all the greats came to practice, it was like, wow, like everybody, it wasn't even just the greats, like it was everybody from whenever Carencro started playing football to now, like it was all over there. We was at Turpin, they had the whole sideline packed. It was loud, we was focused in practicing while they were loud. It was like, they made it feel like, we was already at the state championship. And then we went out there today, we got to the state championship, it was like, oh, we used to this, we used to the loud noise, because they've been here all week. And they've been talking, like they talk. They talk a lot and they talk loud, so it wasn't nothing to them, we just wanted to make them proud. And that's what we did.
In your way into the end zone and score that last touchdown to stretch the lead, what was that emotion like? Because I'm sure you all could taste it at that point.
I mean, man, it was phenomenal putting my team up, like just sealing the victory. Like Coach said, like I just needed to make a play. Like during halftime, I was telling all the guys to stay at it, keep chopping wood. And like I told somebody, we're gonna make a big play. Guess what? I just made that big play to seal the game off. Put us on top.
Coach, number 4 was having his way in the first half. Seemed like they were in rhythm passing the ball. Second half, he was basically shut out, and the quarterback looked like he was seeing ghosts out there. What kind of defensive adjustments did y'all make?
Well, a lot of it, we were in position to make plays, but it looked like he wanted it more than our guys did. And the defensive coach got together and brought it to their attention that, hey, y'all were in position to make the play, but he wanted it more. Now you have to want it more. And I think the second half, that's what have changed.
Coach, you were there for the first state championship in 1992. You're back now as head coach. I mean, how does this one compare, and how are you feeling about being back and bringing it back to the game?
He just wished me, damn, you old coach. Listen, the first one's always sweet, but this is the first one for me as a head coach, but it's the first one with this team, obviously. It's a tremendous feeling. Again, it's the reward for all that hard work and dedication, and the long nights. These guys, my coaching staff's been working 7 days a week since August. 7 days a week. And these kids show up on a Monday morning ready to go. Coach, give us the game plan, let's go. So it's definitely gratifying. And by the way, that movie was the A-Team. How it came the plan comes together.
Tony, my
for Acadian areas.
Right.
How special has this year been for the 337?
Well, I think obviously it's unbelievably special. To have 4 teams from Lafayette win the state championship, because that's happened in the past where some New Orleans schools with having in Lafayette. It just says a lot about the coaches in our area and these tremendous athletes we have in the Lafayette area.
Tony, my last thought for you. So, some of those gashing runs in the second half, it seemed like for a majority of the game, you guys were able to kind of dictate terms, especially on the offensive line and the line of scrimmage. Did you feel like some of those big runs with the time of possession and whatnot, that you were kind of wearing them down?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No doubt in my mind. That's the part of our game plan every week is to wear those guys down. You know, and I've said it before, we play defense with our offense. Meaning, you know, those time-consuming, double-digit time off the clock. Yes, and those guys after the ball, they get pounded. I mean, we're happy to get 4 yards. You know what I'm saying? Give us 4, we're gonna take it. We'll take it. But those guys get tired of it, and I think over the weight room takes over after that time. You know, our guys are tremendously strong and dedicated in the weight room, and I think that takes over too.
Coach, and this is for anybody who has proven. What has Carencro proved this year with this state championship win?
Well, again, it's keep chopping wood, like I said. You know, believing in the plan, working it, and even when, you know, when we have some setbacks, adjust, evaluate, adjust, and come back. And that's what these kids do. They're very resilient, and that's, again, it speaks volumes about the character of these kids and the coaching staff. Because throughout this entire, I call it craziness, you know, we were able to flow with it, and here we are, state champions. Hope that answered your question.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good to go?
That's it?
Yes, sir.
State champions!
Let's go party, baby.
Thank you very much. 28 years.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do
Thank
covering our team.
Appreciate
All the
it.
appreciate y'all.
I know we gotta act like we.
What's the trophy? I haven't touched the trophy yet.
Oh, y'all had it in here?
I don't have it.